Good morning from your favorite pharmacist. Back at it again. It's a shiny day because last night, I presume, it was heavily raining. Stay safe, everyone, as it is the rainy season. Last night, I stumbled into a really interesting reels. It's from Dr. Mike's podcast. He bring a male nurse as one of his interview, and the clip shows that a male nurse discussing about the hazing culture amongst nurses, senior nurses towards junior nurses. And it reminds me how let's be obvious, it's quite toxic the healthcare field is. I thought it was just in a Malaysia setting, but obviously it's shown that even in America, this hazing or bullying culture is prevalent among healthcare workers. I was fortunate enough, as I did my licensing program in a community setting. Don't get me wrong, there are some senior staff that are not so pleasant to work with, as you know, that mentality of bullying or hazing is still prevalent even in a community setting. But in contrast to the hospital setting, it's night and day. I heard some of my friends who practicing in being a general practitioner, or some of my pharmacy friends that did their licensing program in the hospital setting, regardless the government or private sector. The seniority, the hazing, that's the bullying culture is just damn. In that clip, it stated that the long hours, the handling of, let's be honest, somewhat difficult patients are one of the few factors that leading it to become like this. But I think that I somewhat understand, as now I'm working predominantly 12-hour shift in a day, and it can be somewhat stressful if, let's say, a minor inconvenience that occur in the work setting that can lead you to become a jerk or somewhat unpleasant to work with. But I still don't think it is a reasonable way, or it's somewhat of a cop-out to become a meanful person just because of those factors. So yeah, I heard some stories like even nurses in the hospital setting need to take some antidepressant just because, one, of the workload. The workload is so much. Long hours, paid for pennies, let's be honest. Then add the fuel to the fire of this hazing culture. It's not a very nice place to work, if you say the least. Passion can take you to a certain extent if the environment of where you are working is very toxic, is very stressful to your mind and soul. Honestly, I don't think it is worth it. What is the cure or remedy to this issue? As for sure, this thing has been prevalent for decades. That's why it becomes a cycle, a constant cycle. The junior, once they become a senior, they will commit the same thing over and over and over again, and it becomes a certain cycle. Maybe somewhat we can do like a boarding school concept. I heard now more and more boarding school tends to create a culture where there's no such thing of seniority, where bullying case, even though it's still there, it's not as prevalent as before. As I remember back when I was studying in a boarding school, it is somewhat like that. My seniors that time, I don't think it as worse, but there is some. At the same time, there are stories that inform to us that their seniors, the bullying culture is much more worse. So I can just say single-handedly from my own experience at my own boarding school, I think the rate of bullying at my old boarding school has improved. Maybe that's the answer, just to break off that cycle of hazing culture. But yet again, like I said, with the external factors of dealing with a lot of patience, 2, difficult patient, and 3, long freaking hours at the healthcare setting, all can accumulate to being very, very tiring and just make you easily agitated. Maybe at that point you need to learn about mindfulness. But like I said, I do not have the answer to how to break off this culture of bullying and hazing in the healthcare setting, regardless in whatever country it is. Hopefully, as I'm practicing here in Malaysia, I hope more and more future healthcare practitioner doesn't go through what most of my colleagues went through during their licensing practice. So yeah, that is me putting my 2 cents in regards of the bullying and hazing culture in the healthcare setting. Currently, we are driving to the pharmacy to work. Another 12-hour shift to clock in. Hopefully I don't get agitated as I talk about bullying and hazing in the healthcare setting, so that hopefully it doesn't carry over and I'm becoming a hypocrite of myself at my own pharmacy. But so far, I don't think so. But yeah, after work, after finishing a 12-hour shift, we are doing legs today. So yeah, it's going to be fun, as leg is my favorite workout. So see you in a bit. Done and dusted for today. Today is a okay day for sure. Nothing so eventful for today at the pharmacy. At least the one thing that I enjoyed today at the pharmacy is that I am able to use more of my clinical knowledge. As in Malaysia, at the retail setting, we don't use much clinical knowledge as much as we used to back in our uni's days. So a patient comes with a issue that consists of the patient basically have a dilemma in which to choose for his treatment plans, because he went to hospital to do a checkup on his current health. The patient have a few comorbidities that leads to a impairment to his kidney value. So one hospital, the GP prescribed him with a 40/5 twin star, while a specialist in the second hospital prescribed him with a twin star 80/5. So after discussing, at the end of the day, I think the plan that I provided to him is a plan that he likes, and he really appreciate my help just now. So as a pharmacist, that actually somewhat warms my heart, because as mentioned, as the hazing culture in the healthcare field, as a pharmacist, especially in Malaysia, it isn't as a high regard job, because they, in general, in my opinion, they do not appreciate pharmacists that much. They do not rate your clinical knowledge as much as, let's say, a GP, especially in the medication part, which doesn't make any sense at all. But that is the general realization that I able to conclude in the past 3 years working as a pharmacist in Malaysia. So yeah, hearing that is quite warming to my heart, to see a patient really appreciate how detailed and clear the treatment plan is. So yeah, in a very cold day, because the whole day seems to be raining all day, that comment really warms my heart. So now we are en route to the gym itself to hit legs. As always, jang jang jang, squiggles bruv, squiggles, as my pre-workout meal. Again, I will always do this public service announcement. Retail shop, please, 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 please put more of Squiggles Gardenia in your shop, because genuinely a lot of people look for this bread but they can't find it because it's so hard. Please, for the love of a brother, please put more Squiggles Gardenia in your shop. Okay, till then, we meet at the gym. So again, I will record some snippets of today's leg session. See you there. good leg day session in the books. Today's leg day is really good. Move some really heavy weights. Just now on the hack squat, able to squat it 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, roughly 130 or 140 kilograms on the hack squat. For reps, I think we managed to do 6 to 8 reps. 6 to 7 reps just now. Then afterward we do some really heavy vertical press. The vertical press, the positioning when you are in is somewhat sus, not gonna lie. It really sus because you're in a position like you are giving birth. But then again, when you do the movement itself, oh my god, the tension that it able to put on your hamstring is phenomenal. At the same time, when you go downward, you're able to get like a very deep bottom stretch that going to hit on your quads really good. We did 3 sets. We do a pyramid. At the top set we do another 120 kilograms, but only for 2 reps. Then my legs start to shake. Then we do a strip off drop set to 120 to 80 to 40. So yeah, my leg is fried today. At the same time, we managed to make a new friend at the gym. 2, to be frank. 1, a fella called Jay. He's a aerospace engineer. At the same time, he is a Muay Thai practitioner. This fella just gave me a really good compliment. He told me that I don't know whether it is a really good compliment or not, but he said that I should jump on the dark side. The anabolic chicken. If you're an OG gym fan who follow Louis Marco, shout out Louis Marco. Yeah, he told me that, dude, I've been watching you for almost a year. You should jump on the secret juice because you work too hard. I can promise you, if you do a 10-week cycle, you will be, your physique will change night and day. Then after you did a 10-week cycle, just maintain it with a proper diet. Then obviously as a pharmacist, I know how to properly cycle a performance enhancer and what to do and not to do when you are on a performance enhancer. But yeah, at that point I just laugh and giggle and just nod at the compliment that the fella given to me. But yeah, at the same time, you know, when someone say like you have a good physique and you should fulfill your full potential and jump on the secret juice, you got a bit of a warm fuzzy in the tum, you know, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And another person even compliment. This compliment is a few months ago, but it's another compliment that really stuck to me. the compliment. Again, it's on a leg day. Yeah, I say like, oh yeah, I'm competing on man's physique because that's the category that I've wanted to compete. Then this fella told me, dude, bro, why are you competing in men's physique? You have a leg. Don't waste your leg wearing those board shorts. So, you know, as a gym bro, you're like, oh damn, people noticing my leg gains. But that's something cool. And people say the gym community is very self-centered and arrogant. No man, the gym community actually really is like a brotherhood, if you know what I mean. The good one always support one another at the gym, always give like, yeah bro, you're doing great, I see them gains bro, you know. So the gym community actually like a really good community that lifted one another. That is one of the good things that I like about the gym community. We lift one another. But maybe not on those who are currently prepping. We totally understand. But majority of the community is very supportive. For real. And we made a female friend as well today. So yeah, really, if you look back throughout the whole day today, it actually, you know, it's a really good day. Not gonna lie, it's a really good day. Yeah, quite grateful and blessed with everything that happens today. My knee doesn't feel like an osteoarthritis patient. Another thing to be grateful of. So yeah, I think that is all from me today. Like this video, comment down below, share to your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. This is your favorite pharmacist signing out.